So as with anything, timing is critical to your success, and it's no different with campaigns. Timing can literally be the difference between a successful campaign and a not successful campaign. So really, when it comes down to it, in order for you to have really the right timing in a successful campaign, you need to answer these 6 questions. So let's start walking through them. So first question to answer, what are the seasons of your business? What's the seasonality? So let's walk through some examples. Think about like a lawn care. They probably do lawn care in the summer, right? That's pretty obvious. But in the winter, do they do snow removal? In the fall, do they do fall cleanup? In the spring, do they do spring cleaning? Think about this for your business. Every industry has seasons, and it doesn't have to do with weather necessarily. You might have a season of trade shows, right? A season of certain types of products being of interest, like in tax and accounting. Tax season is very popular. So break down your industry. What are the seasons of your industry? And write that down. Answer that question first, because it really all starts there. Second question to answer, what are the real-time campaigns that you might need throughout the year? So some examples here might be in the roofing industry. You never know when it's going to hail, right? It could hail tomorrow, so you need to be prepared in advance. This isn't something that you know is coming at a specific time. So think about your industry. What are the types of things that might come up in this real-time sort of environment, and write those down so you're prepared for those. Question number 3 to answer after you have number 1 and 2 knocked out is, what kind of timing do you need for the campaigns for those particular seasons or real-time events? In other words, do you need to run the campaign for 2 weeks before the season changes, 2 months before the season changes? Do you need to run them during the entire season and then sometime after? What does that look like? In a real-time environment, when it hails, you obviously don't know that's coming, so you just need to be ready to start that campaign right away. When you see that the weather says it's going to hail tomorrow, you need to turn it on. But then how long do you run it? Do you run it for a week? Do you run it for 2 weeks? So what you need to do is you need to organize all this, put a note with each of those campaign ideas that you came up with regards to your seasonality and your real-time events, and make a note there. How early do you start the campaign? How long do you run it? And is there a trail period where you run it afterwards for some period of time? Get that organized. Question number 4 to answer are, what are the channels that you're going to run your campaigns on? So there's lots of channels these days on digital, right? You can do them on Google, you can do Bing, you could do YouTube videos, you could do Instagram ads, Facebook ads. You can do ads in all these different places. You could do digital TV, you could do digital billboards on the highway. There's lots of digital channels. So think about the campaign that you're running and what are the most effective channels that you want to be seen on. And really, if you break that back further, what it comes down to is, where is the audience spending their time? If the people that you're targeting are spending most of their time on Instagram, that's where you should have your ads. So really think about that and write that down with each of those campaigns. Question number 5 to answer is, breaking it down further, what are the details of each of the campaigns? So now that you know the campaigns, the seasons, the real-time campaigns, the channels, and all those sorts of things, let's dive deeper. Who specifically are you targeting? What's the audience? What's the time of day you want the campaign to run? What are the channels we touched on? But even with that, is there more campaign settings that you can further target within that? What's the geo-target? Is it a 5-mile radius around your building? Is it entire state? Is it the whole country? Start to think about those things, break it down. The more targeted you can be, the more results you'll see on the back end. And question 6 to answer, really the last question, you have everything organized now, so start to think about the design phase, the conversion funnel. What do your ads look like? Are they static ads? Are they video ads? What's the call to action? What's the message? What's the story with each of those ads, right? What does it look like? What landing page does it go to? What's the conversion funnel look like? Where do those leads go? And then when you receive those leads, what kind of automation is built off the back end of those? Is there automated emails you need to create? There's just so many details to think through. Really break that down so that everything's completely organized and you have your game plan for the season to really have the right timing to be successful. So that's it. Those are the 6 questions you need to answer to have the right timing to have a successful ad campaign. Power tip here, now that you have all that organized, create all the campaigns. Be ahead of it. Create all the campaigns for the entire year so they're locked and loaded and ready to go. Particularly the real-time campaigns, right? You're not going to want to have to rush when real-time events happen to create all the campaigns. You just want them basically standing by, so you just have to hit the launch button, right? And they're up and running. So be prepared for that. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you liked the video. Like it if you did. Share it with your friends and leave us more tips in the comments if you have other ways to really think about campaign timing so that you have a successful campaign. Follow us for more content like this down the road, and happy marketing.